Alright, these are the Kre-O Star Trek Kreon figure packs collection 2 or wave 2. This is probably the last we'll ever see of the single packed Kreons for Star Trek. Maybe we'll see more when another movie comes out, but for 2013 I think this is the last. We got the first collection, which had 6 figures. I did a video of that, go check it out. And this next wave, the second wave, possibly the final wave, has 12 figures, and they come in these nice, I think these are a much better collection in my opinion than the first one. Obviously they come in this new packaging in blue with the Borg Drone, Spock, Kirk and General Chang in front, and here's the rest of the assortment as you see here. They also, each figure comes with some accessories, a Kre-O brick, articulation, lots of articulation, and each one comes with an instruction sheet that tells you how to build the figure. Kirk, Spock, Mugato, everybody there. As you can see, I picked up several more Borg drones. Borg drones are number 15. Here's the code. 1-5 is going to be on the Borg drones packet. So if you want to get more of the Borg drones, get 1-5. So anyway, it's a cool collection. We've got characters from several series and movies of Star Trek. From the original classic series, we've got Kirk, Spock, the Salt Vampire, and the Mugato, as William Shatner says it. And we got from the movie, The Wrath of Khan, Star Trek 2. We got Khan, Noonan Khan, what's his name? Khan Noonan Singh. And from the Undiscovered Country, Star Trek 6, we got General Chang. From the succeeding series after the classic 1960 Star Trek series, we have the Next Generation. We got the Borg drones, Picard as Locutus. I was hoping we'd get an actual Starfleet Picard figure, but I guess Locutus will have to do. We got Worf. From the Deep Space Nine series, we've got Quark the Ferengi and the baddie Cardassian Gul Dukat. I don't know how to say it right. And from possibly the worst Star Trek series ever, I don't know, I could be wrong. I'm sorry if I hurt a lot of Enterprise fans out there, but Star Trek Enterprise, Scott Bakula as Jonathan Archer. We have the Andorian Royal Guard, or the packet says Andorian Soldier. Andorian Soldier. Could be Andorian Royal Guard. But anyway, so that's that. So very, very awesome. We'll start with the... We'll start here, from this to this, because, yeah, okay. Focus. We'll start with the Andorian Soldier. It's very good. It's actually a nice... Even the color, the blue coloration, the blue colors they chose on for this character, the hue is very nice. They've appeared, Andorians have been, they've appeared in even the classic series in the 60s, but they were more prominent in Star Trek Enterprise, the series where they were just trying to learn how to become space explorers and whatnot. And he's nice. He's one of the Royal Guards, and I like the fact that Hasbro tried their best to be very accurate, even with the accessories. If you Google the Andorian rifle, it looks a little bit, it looks so much like this, not a little bit, just a lot like this. So kudos to Hasbro for that detail. It comes with a removable wig or hair and has the cranial antennae. So very, very nice. All the Kreon figures here have the block and have articulation. They have the swivel neck, swivel waist, ball jointed shoulders and hips, swivel wrists. I mean, it's a lot of articulation. Beat that, Lego. sorry Lego fans. Very nice Andorian Soldier. Then we have from Deep Space Nine, the Cardassian baddie, the big baddie on the show, Gul Dukat. Gul means captain. He's been demoted to captain now, because he failed something. He failed on a mission or something. And I like the fact they've given him this neck piece to simulate that thick neck, Cardassians have. They have a very thick neck, and it looks so much like it. So, like him. Very nice. He also comes with, check that. Where Transformers Kre-Os, the wheels should be there. They act as holsters for the guns. And it's a very nice looking blaster because the accuracy, I mean, Hasbro really tried their best to make it as accurate as possible, and I really appreciate that. Look at that. Gul Dukat. Cisco. I'm kidding. And we got the everyone's favorite, Ferengi. God, I hated this guy. This guy was like, ugh. I think he made a brief appearance on Voyager. I'm not sure, but I just hate this guy. But but amongst all of these figures, I think he looks the cutest. I don't know. No. Pretend you didn't hear that. So he comes with accessories. He comes with a tray with handles, a cup, and this, whatever tonic this is. Comes with shortened legs. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the orange color. I think it should have been a little bit more muted type of orange, but it's very bright. I like the fact that this is probably the best detail of the figure. The makeup they had to put on him that made his skull look big and the ears. It looks very nice on this figure. Quark. Let me just see that. Well, everything's blocking the view, so there you go. Okay. All right. Then we have, from the next generation, we have the Borg drones. I picked up several. I wanted to show you one that had an error. Where is it? Oh, this one. This one, I thought this was actually what it looked like. I thought it had battle damage, but it's actually an error in the manufacturing process. But it looks really cool as a battle damaged arm for the Borg drone. So very nice. It only comes with one fist. You have to assemble these pieces and put it on. Get another one. Same articulation, as you can see. And the headpiece, look at that. Look at that eye patch, that cybernetic eye patch. Looks very nice. I like the, it looks just really the Borg. I mean, the accuracy to detail, they're trying to do it as close as possible without making it look, funny. So very, very nice. I like this one. Then we have Locutus. When, if you remember in the Next Generation, the cliffhanger for Season 3 and the first episode for Season 4 was a two-part episode of the Enterprise facing up to had to face the drone, the Borg. But the Borg demanded that Picard surrender, and Picard becomes the emissary of the Borg as they conquer Earth. Anyway, they find a way to defeat the Borg, not really injecting a virus, but Picard tells Data to put the Borg to sleep. Wow, it's like a computer, put it on sleep mode, and then the Borg just goes to sleep, and there's a chain reaction of I don't know, something happens to the programming and they explode. So anyway, but Beverly Crusher and Data managed to strip away the Borg parts from Picard, and he's back to being his old gay self. So, but very nice. Picard's actually my favorite captain in the Enterprise and the Star Enterprise in the Star Trek universe. I don't know why, but I like him because the Star Trek and the Next Generation was one of my favorite shows. And this is not a bad rendition of Locutus. The arms they used are, if you have the custom Kre-O Transformers, this is exactly what they use, the elongated arms. And it looks very much, yeah, even the cybernetic implant like there on the side of the head. It's very nice. Locutus of the Borg. Then we have Lieutenant Commander Worf. Very nice. Look at the detail on his uniform. They even had that. Shiny silver, and the headpiece, the wig that they put included the ridged forehead. They even gave him a weapon, a Klingon weapon. I would have appreciated they gave him a blaster or a rifle. That would have suited him more as security, head of security. But that's that. And then we have from the movie Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. I mean, come on, look at that. They gave him a neck piece that had the molding, that molded the chest of Ricardo Montalban. Beat that, Lego. I'm just kidding. Look at that. Khan! No, I'm kidding. So very, very nice. He has a nice wig. Looks a lot like Ricardo Montalban. No, I'm kidding. But it's a good rendition of the very infamous Khan Noonan Singh. Man, this guy's such a baddie. And then from the Undiscovered Country, not one of my favorite movies of all time, Star Trek movies of all time, but it's not a bad movie. Not a very good one either, but it's okay. We got Christopher Plummer as the Klingon, Klingon general. Back then, they didn't really pronounce the forehead ridges, and he has a trademark patch, which is said to be, screwed onto his skull because of his injury. Nowadays, Klingons just flaunt their injuries, but back then they hid them. So Christopher Plummer, actually, he wore a wig. There was a wig for a time, but he decided that he decided, tell the producers, the director, he says that removing the wig made the character more distinctive, had more personality. Even the blaster, look at that blaster. Did a good job on that one. So very, very nice. General Chang. And now finally from the classic series, we have the Mugato. It's actually Mugato, but William Shatner kept on saying Mugato. So you can Google Mugato or Mugato. It'll be saying he's a big furry animal. He's one of the, not really a main character in the show. I think it was in the second season, 1968, the second season of the classic Star Trek series. They had to go and intervene in a war in a system, and this was one of the creatures that were indigenous to the planet and bit Kirk and poisoned him and whatnot. The Mugato. It was an okay episode. I think it was very allegorical to the U.S.'s intervention in Vietnam. I mean, back then, the 60s, the Vietnam War was a big issue, big topic, and there were a lot of shows showing how Anyway, the Prime Directive, Kirk. McCoy kept saying the Prime Directive. They shouldn't intervene with the war and whatever. So anyway, this is the Mugato. I like the fact they added the spikes onto the tail, which is a nice detail. But it should have been bigger, furry. I wish they could have put a chest piece to make him furrier, or a head. I don't know. It's supposed to be like a Sasquatch. Next, the Salt Vampire. I think this was the very first episode of Star Trek. I don't know, there were other pilot episodes made, but this was the very first episode, I think. Well, at least on NBC, but one of the very first episodes was the Man Trap. The female, she's actually, I think it's a female species. She would prey on men, get the salt from their blood. She's a salt vampire. She's also a shapeshifter. She disguised herself as Nancy, quote unquote Nancy, one of the characters on the show, as Dr. McCoy. And shapeshifting, one of the more prominent, iconic characters in the classic series. The villains, the salt vampire. They even made classic figures of this one with Kirk. But yeah, I'm not sure what this is. I think I've been trying to look this up. I don't know. I think it's like a suction to simulate the suction on his hands. The salt vampire had suction hands like an octopus, but no idea what that is. She's supposed to be a lot hairier. This was supposed to be like her garb, what she was wearing, but yeah. Okay, not too bad. And finally, we have Spock and Kirk. This is, I think, from the original series. I like the fact that they've managed to recreate the hair pieces. Look at this. The Vulcan hair and the Vulcan ears. That's very nice. And, William Shatner had a huge tuft of hair back then. This could actually work as the hair of the new Kirk. Anyway, whatever. So they both come with their phasers. Phasers set to stun. So there. They have pegs that allow you to hook them on their legs. To peg them on their legs as like on the show. So very nice. Uniforms, Starfleet uniforms, very nice. And they also come with these weapons. These are, I think, the Vulcan weapons that they used in the one of the first episodes of season 2, if I'm not mistaken. This guy appeared in 19th episode of season 2, I think, but this one was one of the first episodes of season 2. It was called Private Little War, Man Trap. The weapons they were wielding, I think, was Amok Time. Vulcan tradition says that you have to be betrothed as kids, and then when you grow up, you have to get married. I think Spock was supposed to return to Vulcan, get married to T'Pring, but then T'Pring, didn't really love him. I mean, he was his friend, but she loved somebody else, to Stone or something like that. And the only way she could get out of the marriage, the prearranged marriage, was to invoked a fight called, I don't know, Il Ifi, something like Il Nut. I forgot what it was, but she invoked a challenge. It was a duel to fight for her love. Spock would have to fight somebody like the new lover, and whoever would win to the death would be her bride. But she said, not Stone. She chose another champion, Kirk. And then Spock says, of course, I don't want to fight Kirk. But Kirk says, yeah, sure, I'll fight. I'll let you win. He didn't realize it was about killing each other. But they faked Kirk's death through McCoy. Obviously, they checked him with something, whatever. Anyway, and so Spock actually thought he killed Kirk, and he won. And then he says, you know, I renounce this marriage. I don't really want to marry T'Pring. And so T'Pring was free to marry somebody else, her Stone. And then when she gets back to the Enterprise, he sees Kirk well in life, says, we faked it. And then he was like, oh my God. Okay. So anyway, this was, I think, the weapon they used, like, dun, 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 something like that. I don't know what, but very, very cool of Hasbro to actually put that. So, there you go, folks. Absolutely wonderful Kre-O figures, Kreon minifigure packs. If you love the Kre-Os, you like them better than Legos like I do. I mean, Legos are awesome, but the Kre-Os are, I think I like them more. Mega Bloks was good, but ever since Mega Bloks lost the Marvel license, I stopped buying Mega Bloks. So, very, very nice. If you love Kre-O, if you love Star Trek, you have got to pick these up. I will try and see if I can put the codes. I'm not sure if I still even have the list, but if I do have the list, I'll post them at the description comments below. I think I lost the list somewhere, but I will post them so you guys know which one to pick up. Sorry for the lengthy video. I just like to talk about the background of the characters and the figures even before discussing the actual toy. So there you go, folks. This has been the Kre-O Star Trek Kreon figure packs collection 2, featuring Kirk, Spock, Salt Vampire, Mugato, Khan, General Chang, Andorian Royal Guard or Soldier, the Cardassian, Gul Dukat, Ferengi, the Quark the Ferengi, Borg Drones, or just one Borg Drone, Locutus of the Borg, and Lieutenant Worf. Thanks for watching.